What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. I was reading the comments, and some of you were like, yes, can we get more 1/6 scale doll spaces? And there have been requests for a Frutiger Aero theme. What is Frutiger Aero? I had no idea, and I had to look it up. Oh, that's what it is. It's pretty much my backdrop. It's an aesthetic that started in the early 2000s. Think Windows Vista, with bright green and blue screensavers, floating orbs and bubbles. The idea of a future where everything is clean and green and fresh, with the occasional fish tank. Being an older millennial, I was in college during this era. I had a translucent blue telephone, like a landline. Then I got a translucent blue Nokia. Even my computer was like this translucent blue in the back. So let's make a small doll space and try to capture some of that vibe. But we're gonna need some supplies, so let's go out and find them. I went to my local Dollar Tree because we are trying to do this on a budget. Let's use poster board to make some white walls. The white poster board is priced at 50 cents, so let's grab a few. And if you need a large piece of cardboard, they do have cardboard trifolds. It's pretty thin, but should work for this project. We are back in the studio. I got a trifold and a few pieces of poster board. The trifold was $1.25, the poster board was 50 cents. I got 4 pieces, just in case. So that's $3.25. Let's open the trifold, and in the center, I measure up 13 inches from the bottom edge. Draw a line, then cut on the line drawn, cutting the trifold down to the size of our room. Now we can start planning out this space. I'm gonna cut a hole in the center for a large window with some seating. The side of the trifold measures 9 inches. Let's make a mark 4 inches over for our seating area, and we can use the last 5 inches for a desk. Trace around a sheet of paper 3 inches from the corner on the back wall to give me an idea of where I want the window to go. I want to be able to place my tablet behind it, so I'm just going to make it a little smaller, and I'm using the capsule from Make It Mini to round the corners. Repeat on all 4, then carefully cut on the line drawn. To cut it out, I like where this is going. At first, I was going to build the seat this way, inside of the trifold, but now let's build the seat behind it so we can have more space on the inside. First, let's trim off the side. To make a corner room, place it on the leftover cardboard. To draw the floor, cut it out. I have 4 3/4 inches of cardboard left. That goes straight across the top of the cardboard, so I trim off the excess pieces. To get a long strip of cardboard, I flip it over to the back and score lines about 1/4 inch apart so it can easily bend. Now let's glue it around the back of the cutout. I used hot glue to secure it. I cut the cutout into strips and glue underneath so when we stand it up, it has support. And you know what? I think I like the idea of it being able to close up for easy storage. So I'm not going to glue the floor in place. Instead, we'll just leave that separate. I take leftover cardboard and cut a rectangle to glue on the side, closing it off and giving it a neater look. I take the white poster board, measure up 13 inches, and trim the poster board to the height of the room. I cut out the opening, then glue the poster board to the front and wrap it around the side. I left a small space at the corner to make sure that the side could still bend. Cover the other side with poster board. I cut a long strip from a second piece of poster board, and let's glue it on the inside. I added another piece to cover the bottom. Take the cardboard for the floor, cover it with poster board, then let's cover it with tape to make the floor shine. To create a space with a futuristic vibe, we can take clear plastic from packaging and attach it behind the opening to close off that space. On this wall, I want to add a desk, but I want to make sure that I can still close this wall when needed. From the leftover poster board, I cut a long strip that is 2 1/4 inches wide. I'm trying to wrap it around 2 bottles of glue. I removed it from the tubes, and we're going to straighten the sides and allow it to dry. I trace the top on more poster board, and I'm just going to cut out a little frame. I glue it on top to cover those edges. Oh, it kind of looks like one of those fans. I glue it onto the edge of the wall, making sure it fits in the little cavity when I close the wall. And now we have a desk. Let's make another one with a 1-inch strip. And I'm going to make the bottom just a little flatter. It's kind of a bean shape. Add a frame to the front, just like before. I made a printable with a new computer and a few backdrops. I'm going to glue this one with the bubbles in the back and trim it to make a shelf and glue it onto the side. And I made another one to go above the desk. These are pretty easy to make. It's just poster board. And once the glue is dry, they're pretty sturdy. So let's make a larger one. This time I cut a strip that is 2 3/4. Glue and bend layers together in another bean shape to try to form a chair. I add the frame or the outline on both sides to make a chair for this space. It's pretty sturdy. It can hold the doll's weight, and we should be able to use it at the desk. I cut out the printable for the computer, glue it onto leftover poster board, cut it out again, glue the front and back of the screen together. For the stand, I cut out the gray rectangles and glue them on one piece of poster board. Then bend it in half and lift one side. Then glue on the screen and attach it to the desk. I attach the keyboard underneath. I made a mouse pad that we can add if space allows, and I added hot glue on top of our printable mouse to give it dimension. I have a miniature fish that I bought a while back. I glue clear plastic from packaging behind it, glue it to the back wall of the shelf for fish wall art. I got this green craft foam at Michael's. It's textured and reminds me of grass. I cut it to the size that I want, then lay it on the floor for a rug, breaking up some of that white and adding more color to this space. Then take blue fabric from Dollar Tree, cut 2 rectangles, mine are 5.5 by 10.5, add a layer of felt, sew a line going around the edge, leaving an opening at the top. Cut the corners, then flip it inside out between the 2 layers of blue fabric. Then sew or glue the opening closed to make a cushion to go by the window. Then cut a strip of felt that's 4 inches by 12, roll it around a glue stick, glue down the ends, and cover them with fabric. Cut a 4.5-inch rectangle that's 5 inches long. On the longest side, fold over the edge and glue it down. Wrap and glue the fabric around the cylinder to make a round pillow to make it comfy, so the dolls have a place to read or take a nap. And when it's time to clean up, we can just place the chair right there and close it up for easy storage. Well, easier storage. I like that we have this large open window. I did make a printable that we could place outside. I combined a picture of when I was at the park with the grass in my front yard. And we can just tape it outside the window to get that view without needing my large backdrop. And I will make that printable available on our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com, to download for free. But I think I can also take my tablet and prop it up behind the window to change the view. This is a video that I took at the aquarium that is giving the illusion that the dolls have a large fish tank. I think that's kinda cool. Next time I go, I need to take a longer video because this one's only like 20 seconds. But our inspired room is done. I love the idea of having a moving background outside the window. This space feels futuristic, and we kept the cost down by using stuff from the dollar store. Thank you for joining us while we made a doll room. Let us know what you would like to see next in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!